Everyone, it's Fitz with the Daily Delivery. Big 12 basketball. Is it good? I thought it's really good all season long. I mean, those top 7 teams this season have really impressed me. TCU's had its moments, but now the Frogs have come back to earth. The bottom 3 teams in the Big 12 tournament are set. TCU 8, K-State 9, Iowa State 10. The Big 12 is currently in its makeup week, where it's going to try to get in as many games as possible that were missed this season for a variety of reasons. It turns out it just wasn't COVID-19 as a concern, but that ice storm in Texas threw a loop and everything. And I tell you what, teams like Baylor and Texas Tech are in for a long week. They've got 3 games on schedule this week, and then they go into the Big 12 tournament next week and the NCAA tournament. It'll be fascinating to see how the wear and tear works for those programs. But you got to get in as many games as possible. And I know this now, I'm beginning to question the Big 12. We saw Baylor come off its COVID pause, a long 3-week pause in which I think Scott Drew and the Bears lost their momentum, lost their way a little bit. They struggled with Iowa State, and they got handled pretty easily by Kansas last Saturday in Allen Fieldhouse. Granted, Kansas is back looking like Kansas. Credit to Bill Self, always gets his teams where they need to be. They handled Baylor, handed the Bears their first loss of the season. Reason for concern? Well, we'll find out as this week progresses. I know this, the Big 12 should get 7 teams into the NCAA tournament. If Texas Tech can take care of some business, they'll certainly be in. If they struggle this week, they might fall out of the field, sadly. Right now, the Red Raiders are in position to be the 7th seed in the Big 12 tournament, which is a little bit odd to see a team of that quality playing on the first day. But that's how good the conference is. Someone's going to be the 7th seed, and Oklahoma State seems to be growing up in front of our eyes, and the Cowboys are now firmly in the top 25 in the NCAA tournament, and credit to Mike Boynton and company down there in Stillwater. But I come back to this. Baylor has been ranked number 2 for most of the season, if not all of it. Gonzaga's number 1, and clearly number 1 for a reason. Now that Baylor has lost a game, I haven't seen the rankings as I record this, but surely the Bears are falling. And how far will they fall? And how much does the value of the Big 12 fall in the process? If West Virginia can win one of its makeup games this week, it will be the 2nd seed in the Big 12 tournament. Kansas will be the 3rd seed, unless there's some more shakeup there. KU's done with its Big 12 schedule. In fact, they threw in a game against UTEP on Thursday just to keep the team busy a little bit and keep them fresh for the Big 12 tournament. Is the Big 12, the middle, that good? I'm beginning to question it. I'm beginning to doubt it, but we're always going to find out in March, aren't we? We'll find out. Big 12? 3 teams in the Elite 8? I thought it would be happening at one point in this season. Now I'm doubting myself.